I'm Paul Kreischer with Lightly Treading, and I have the pleasure of being here today at First Universalist Church in South Denver. First Universalist has been one of our clients for more than a decade. We've worked with them on making their buildings more energy efficient, more sustainable, but most recently had the great pleasure of working with them on a major renovation and addition to their property. They increased the property by about 20%, and yet their energy bills have plummeted. Why? Is because they've taken it not just to sustainable, but they've taken it to regenerative, meaning that much of the energy that they're using is being generated here on site. And they've done amazing things with ground source heat pumps, LED lighting, the solar on the rooftop, the super insulation and air sealing that we helped verify was done well, has made this building fantastic.
We're a congregation that really likes to dream big and to lean into love. And so for this was a congregation that decided, hey, we have some values. Our values are not just being renewable, not just being sustainable, but in really being regenerative for the world.
I was able to spend time in the building even before the construction was fully complete, and this is the best smelling new building project ever because of the pine ceiling, the beetle kill pine, and also the environmentally friendly carpet that didn't put off the terrible odors and gas.
One of the things we're proud of is that the design allowed us to really improve the functionality in the space without actually adding much or destroying much. So we recycled the building that we're standing in, which used to have classrooms, and now it's a large sanctuary. We left the foundation and the basement in place, and we rebuilt the walls and the ceiling.
The chairs are one of many elements that we reused. So the green chairs that you see were our original chairs in our sanctuary, and we simply cleaned them. And as much furniture and other elements we could reuse, we did.
We embarked on a geothermal system for this building to replace 10 former furnaces. Now there are 10 heat pumps in place of those furnaces. And we were able to recycle and use the original ductwork that was in the building. This model helps to illustrate how deep into the ground on a proper scale that those 12 geothermal wells are drilled. And so you can get an idea of what 450 feet looks like down into the earth from that model. That then allowed us to get off of gas fossil fuel, because all of those heat pumps are generated, they use electricity as their energy source.
So the building now is zero emission.
Yes, that's correct, because we added enough solar to be able to meet our needs, our annual needs, which now include electricity for our heat pump geothermal system. The architects placed a great emphasis on daylighting as a sustainable feature of the building, and it was very challenging to do that in some of our lower level classrooms, and yet every single common space has the ability to get some daylighting.
There's sun tunnels downstairs that is a great effort, because many people stop like, oh, if we have to go more than one floor with daylighting, we're not going. But you guys did, which is great.
One of our science-oriented members suggested early on that we consider putting a solstice window feature in the building. And the orientation of the building lent itself very nicely to that. We designed something that provides us with a very cool color spot of light that shows up at each solstice and equinox roughly at solar noon. For about 45 minutes. And it is a little whimsical. It doesn't save energy, but it really pays homage to the sun. The vast majority of things that go into a building that bring energy efficiency, the things that your company recommends, are things that are invisible, and they're forever invisible. And so we used these sustainability signs throughout the church as a constant reminder of the things that we've done that are subtle or invisible.
Our members made this project possible by providing member loans, low interest impact loans, also through very generous contributions. But also the membership, the entire membership voting to take the risk to approve the project was very bold at the time. We had already stretched very far on our resources to attempt this building renovation, and then to add the additional component of the solar and geothermal was an investment in our future and a bold one.
In Unitarian Universalism, after we moved away from Christianity, we decided to cast a really wide umbrella as to the many beliefs that are housed in our pews of people that can walk through the door. So for us, it's really important that we draw wisdom from all of those traditions, because those are the people that we're serving. And one of the wisdoms of those traditions, really all of them, is taking care of our home in the earth. And that's how this building came about. And so we don't think that we're separate or isolated from those, but part of a greater tapestry of the world. And this is us trying to live into that promise of being a faith tradition.